What is up, everybody? Before we get into today's video, I just want to thank Raheem, the Dream King, for pulling up. Y'all be sure to check out his YouTube. I'm going to put it in the card and in the description down below. So be sure to, after you're done with this video, go subscribe to him. He's fire. He's on the rise just like we are. So make sure to subscribe to him.
Hold on, bro. Let me look at Instagram. Hold on. Anyone want to contribute a $5 before I begin?
My favorite sitcom of all time is Community, and Messiah know where I'm about to go with this.
Okay,
my favorite episode of my favorite sitcom off of Netflix because of blackface. And so you know how there's a lot of like TV shows and TV networks that are now trying to censor like blackface and other stuff that could be possibly potentially racist or something like that. Like they took off an episode of, I want to say, Golden Girls because they had face masks. And
that was dumb. That was stupid.
So stupid. And then I know a place in Texas, they're talking about like, we're not going to call it master bedrooms anymore. Like,
oh yeah, I saw that.
So
bro,
this whole trend
that's
is
why
stupid.
people tripping, son. That's all I can say.
Okay. You do realize like how sensitive this world has become is crazy. And the thing is, look, I'm all for like Black Lives Matter and like I want actual like changes to happen, but these are not the changes that I want at all. I don't want white voice actors to quit black character roles in a cartoon. That doesn't help anything.
Right.
Exactly. I feel like they're just trying to like get a rack up of like we're doing something but absolutely nothing, because like and whenever I think about I could honestly care, like I respect what the people do, like I don't deny it. I respect them for what they want to do, like they want to do, it's cool, but like I could care less if the guy on Family Guy who's, or I don't know, whatever show it was, quit because you know it's like it doesn't change my life at all. I never watched the show. I never cared. I'm not gonna be like, it's not gonna be like, oh, politically people are better now. No, I mean I respect it. That's cool. I'm glad you did something like that. But like, that's not what we're looking for. And I think that's what they think that they can get away with, but not knowing. It's weird. It's weird because I don't think they know that that's what they're doing. But like low key, it's like a whole bunch of nothing. But a whole bunch, you know? Yeah,
no, I feel like they're trying to do it more so to like make themselves feel like they're doing something more than actually doing something. Because a black person could play a white role on a cartoon character and it's not going to be like weird or anything. They're just cartoon characters. So it's just a weird trend for that specific thing.
It's funny, instead of doing it for cartoon characters or instead of doing it for actual actors, they do it for cartoon characters. That's what got me too. I'm like, wow,
that's true.
So instead of actually like putting black actors in roles.
See, the thing is, you don't have to be trying to switch out white and black actors, bro. Just add more roles and just be more inclusive when you make new stuff. It's that easy.
Like I feel like more black screenwriters, hire more black directors, hire more.
Yeah, I feel that.
You don't have to replace, just add and create.
We don't have.
That's where the systematic things comes from, though. That's why it's so hard. It's because. That's like the same thing as like we need more black professors, we need more black, police officers or black people in like positions of power. It's difficult when you don't have like the education or the resources to get into these positions. Yeah. So we don't want to like just hire black writers because they're black writers. We want to hire writers that are qualified for the jobs. But I'm not saying it's a very difficult issue. It's hard to like be like just put in more black people. Because at the end of the day, as black people, we don't want to just be that's part of the problem, is that we don't want ourselves to just be put in places because of our skin color, because that's just completely reversing the problem. Now we're like getting things that we're not supposed to have because we've been oppressed. And it's like we're not looking for handouts, we're looking for equal footing, And that's
But the thing too, though, in like this day and age, Quasi, what you saying? But the thing too, in this day and age,
what? Quasi was just
I'm just messing. But I'm saying
Mario the defense.
No. But I'm saying like you could find like a lot of like creative and very talented people just online by itself who don't really get the recognition or even the places of like of doing that stuff in the first place. Like it's not necessarily super hard to find like good writers and stuff. Like I feel like that would be easier, but it's easier said than done at the same time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just all about resources and exposure and everything like that. Because I mean, you know, no offense to white people, I love all my white viewers and everything like that, but they have an extra footing ahead. Like we have to, you know, run twice as fast in order to keep up with them. You feel me? So
yeah,
it's, you know, so like a white girl on TikTok is going to get like 20,000 views for doing absolutely nothing. When someone who's actually talented, a person of color like that, has to work twice as hard just to get the same recognition just because of their skin color.
Nah, I feel that. I feel that. But we can't use TikTok. We can't use TikTok as a point because TikTok just be having nothing on it. But then like it still be funny.
I mean,
but we get the point though.
Yeah, but it's still, but like it,
as an example.
Yeah, it's still a valid example because it's factual.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean,
but
yeah.
I mean, another thing.
Go ahead, man.
About the black thing, it's the same topic though. It's like, what jokes do we want? What jokes are valid? Like, I can understand the way that the industry is doing, whichever industry is like reacting to the Black Lives Matter movement. I understand, and that they don't want to be caught up in any type of controversy. So the best thing to do for the company would be to make sure that nothing can be misconstrued as racism. So I understand where they would take like the community episode off on that like particular standpoint. But what's interesting and what's difficult for me to understand is how specifically that clip in particular was racist. And it's like, what length are we trying to go to? What do we consider racist? Because I'm gonna be honest, there'll be some things where people will be angry about, but then I just don't understand. And I mean, black people are like BLM in particular. They'll be angry about something, and I'll be like, "What? Honestly, like, what are you angry about?" To be honest, it's just with anything where there's like race involved, people will be like mad about it. But then sometimes, but it's different though because it changes. It's like whoever. It's just I don't know. I don't understand what can we laugh at and what can't we laugh at? Because that joke in particular, I look at that joke and I see it was a funny satirical joke, and they literally acknowledged in the show that it was like yeah, and it was at the expense of that character, which has been done so many times. Like if you watch The Office, they did multiple jokes to where Michael Scott was an ignorantly racist character, but it's funny and it's satirical because that's something that we actually see in real life. That's the point of his character. Right. If anything, you can't get mad at satire.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's the whole. You're making fun of something that's bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So it's like, why would you take? Yeah. So it's like, why would you censor something that seems like it's pro black people? You know what I mean? It's interesting.
It's a weird fine line too, because that's also the same thing that they were talking about with like the shows. Not one show. There was one show specifically, and it was like, oh no, when they got upset about how in every show it doesn't actually show how the police and black people like how it is in real life. Like it doesn't reflect real life. And people get mad about that and like, oh, it's not a perfect happy world. So how come every movie and shows that it's like a perfect happy world between, you know, African American people and police? And like that's also another thing I'm kind of like, I don't know, like it makes sense, but then I'm kind of like, that's kind of up to how the writer wants to do it. But then I guess it's getting to like a fine line of what people want more so than like, I don't know, it's possible opinionated more than actual actual mission. Like,
what is up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this video. So racism, prejudice, Black Lives Matter is an ongoing discussion, and we here at Dorm Talkin believe that you can't really encompass the entirety of that topic or those topics in just one episode. So we've got 3 episodes, this being the first, where we're just going to talk about these real issues that are going on. So we can talk about superheroes and languages all day long, but at the end of the day, Racism and prejudice are things that affect us in our everyday lives, and they're things that need to be talked about. You know, we need to spark a conversation, not just with us, but with our viewers. And if we can touch one person, if we can spark one conversation, I believe that we've done our jobs as creators. So, like, comment, subscribe. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Why? Go ahead and put it down below. We would love to have a conversation with you. Alright, thank you. Wait, one more second. Do not leave yet. Special thanks to Raheem, the DreamKING, for pulling up and talking with us. He's fire, he's on the rise, as I said earlier. So subscribe to him, follow his Instagram, follow my Instagram, follow everybody else's Instagram. Hopefully Toby will put it, just put a stream like right here. Just everybody's Instagram, but make sure to follow the great Dupree on Instagram, because he's the most fire out of everybody.
Stop it. Get some help.
So yeah, follow him, follow me. Yeah, follow everybody. Follow the Dorm Talkin Instagram. Yeah, follow us.